Hey, it's Dana Graham here with Royal LePage Alliance. If you're buying a home, you may see between 3 and 30 homes throughout the process. I wanted to give you a behind the scenes look at what it takes to book a showing each time you want to see a property. So first of all, if we're seeing more than one property, which I highly recommend, I love to show my clients sometimes 2 or 3 properties in an evening so that they can see back to back and compare them all, and it's also easier on everyone's schedule. So I like to see 2 or 3, maximum 4 homes at a time with one client. If more than one showing is taking place, I look up the locations of the listings and create a start and an end point that makes sense based on where I'm going to be coming from and where my clients are coming from, so that we're not doubling back and we're not wasting time driving. We're kind of going on a linear path. Then I talk to my clients and find a date and a time that works for them and for me. And then I check to see if the sellers have set any restrictions for showings. For example, sometimes they require 24 hours notice. Sometimes showings don't start until a particular day, or if they have small kids, showings may not be able to take place after a certain time at night, so 8 or 8:30. Then I schedule the showing using an app called TouchBase. TouchBase will allow me to click the date and the time, and it can tell me if it's pre-approved, if it's not possible, or if I need confirmation. So I pick the date and time. If it needs confirmation, I send it off, and it needs to be okayed with the seller. Once the listing agent okays it with the seller, they send back a confirmation to me, including information on where the lockbox is located, alarm codes, etc. On the day of the appointment, I print off showing sheets for my clients. So it's the listing, it's all the information on what's included in the property, on room measurements, as well as the property history. So I take each showing or each sheet, I put them in order that we're going to be seeing them in, and then I highlight important information like the number of days on market, the listing price, if the listing price has changed, and the property tax information. I also look up the City of Winnipeg tax assessment, and then I'll highlight in the property history what it sold for last if I have that information. Realtors only have access to information if the house was on MLS, and I think it dates back to 1991 or 92. So if the house hasn't sold since then, I won't have that information, or if it's sold privately, I won't have that information either. Then on the day of the showing, we meet at the particular time at the particular house. The seller ideally leaves about 5 or 10 minutes before the showing starts. I go to the lockbox and grab the key. It's a Bluetooth app that I use to grab the key from it, and there's an actual notification sent to the listing agent saying I open the lockbox, and then there's a notification sent to the listing agent after we leave, just to notify them that we're gone. I go into the house, turn on all the lights, show you the house, make sure all the lights are turned off, and then I leave a card on the table just so that the sellers know A, that we were there, that we didn't try and skip the appointment, and B, so that they know who's in their house. It's just for a peace of mind thing. It's also good for them to know kind of how many agents have showed it, who's shown it multiple times, etc. And then after I get home from showings, I send the listing agent feedback on the house. So feedback sometimes includes what my client had to say about the house, my opinion of the house, my opinion of the price, etc. And then once that's all sent, then it starts all over again the next day. So that's a little bit of a background on what it takes to book a showing. It happens all the time, and sometimes scheduling conflicts inhibit showings from happening, but this is kind of what it takes to book a showing. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.